I'm publishing this book, and I've asked you to write the chapter on number 10s. How would you describe Acosta? What's your description? What's your evaluation?
Oh man. Well, first off, a chapter of this book has to be about how you adapt as a coach, because I have my thoughts about how the team plays and how you want guys to look positionally in all the phases of the game. Well, Lucho has something special and something different, and for me, I needed to understand, the how and when to give him freedom to be who he is as a player, because that's where he thrives. And so, that was challenging for me early on in trying to best understand him and what he wants and what he likes as a player. Because yes, I have my ideas and this is how I see things, but it took some time to best understand how to utilize him within a structure, to give him some freedoms and understand how he was going to be best positioned in that 10 role to make plays for our team. And so I had to adapt, and that wasn't always easy, but it also came with a lot of communication, because he's such a special player and a key piece to our success. So I have to be in constant communication with him to make sure that we're on the same page, with where he's at, with where our team's at, with how to continue to motivate him and keep him focused. I also have to tell him all the time, your teammates, players do not see the game at the level that you do. So you have to understand how to keep your composure in this sense of calm when things aren't going your way, because if everybody saw the game the way you did, well, it would become a lot easier. And so, those were things for me is adapting myself and being in constant communication with a key piece of our team, because I think that helped me to better manage him and better position him to consistently help our group on the field.
I'm really fascinated with that side of coaching, where you have to balance that. I mean, you really have to see almost every particular movement on the field, because I would imagine you're sliding players into cover for the areas that he's departing, and
Right.
there's a lot to it. And there has to be a buy-in from those who maybe have to work a little bit harder when he's off drifted on the left or wherever he might be.
Yeah, I've told a couple of his teammates at times, I said, look, there's going to be freedoms that he has, but are you observing the same things I am? Are you seeing what he's doing? So are you going to be willing to run a little bit more and be that defensive stability that we need behind a creative attacking player? And I think the guys see Lucho's talent and are bought into that, but they also see at times Lucho defensively putting in the work and understanding how to help our team in key moments to see out a game or to protect a lead. But no, it's not always easy. We have egos, Glenn. You know that we all have egos, and I would love to sit there and every day control Lucho in a way where this is where you need to be and this is where you need to be. Well, the reality is he sees things on the field that I don't see, and he has reasons for why he moves into certain areas to get on the ball or to find the ball to then connect with certain players, whether it's the nines or whether it's his wingbacks. So you find yourself learning from this kid as well. So it's a pleasure to work for him and with him, excuse me. And it hasn't always been easy, but I think our relationship has really grown and evolved over these 2 years to where I think we're both in a really good spot with where he's at on an individual level and how he helps our team week in and week out.
Well, you have 57 goals as a team, and he has 31 goal contributions. So I would say that's what you just put that down in front of any teammate, say, well, this is what he's doing, man. And I think I'm sure you've been there as a player where, as long as the guy in front of me is scoring 15 goals or 20 goals, I'll work for him. But if he's scoring 2 or 3, forget about it.
Yeah, a lot of times you see everybody on the field wants to be the guy, but not everybody is capable of being the guy. So understanding when to just step back and play within yourself, play your role, and allow this very talented player to be our most creative piece and have those freedoms to make plays for us. And so, he's evolved not just on the field in his performances and in his play, but as a leader for this team, because it doesn't always come natural for him. And he's really grown in that regard. So I've been pleased there because I think his relationships with his teammates have gotten even better. And, I think, again, he's a key piece of why our group is where we're at in terms of the regular season success and hopefully that success continuing on through the playoffs.